Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Hello, this is Norma69 from the VI-Netter FtD campaign. Or I thought so, but I must say the blockiness bug is confirmed. I think so. It will be, of course, the decision of the developers, but I must report it as a good citizen of our empire. So, Mr. Samson is just going as he should. He is the submarine over there which kills everything, everywhere. So, he just goes for the white flayers. He doesn't like them because they're really evil religion, he says. He must learn more vocabulary because he considers himself a poet. So this is a godly design thingy. The flying squirrel. And it goes very good till a point. But not to confuse my original message. So there is, which I called blockiness, a state when you are further away from a unit and it's revert to a more simpler kind of displaying of the unit itself. You can reach this looks when you pausing the vehicle designer and spawn in a unit without unpausing it. And it's not necessarily a problem because it's easier for the game to render faraway units, but this somehow stops the weapons firing and the vehicle couldn't be targeted by others. And I set up the maximum value in the video options, 1.5 kilometer, and I must go near to the enemy ships to I see if I start from 6 or 5 kilometers away, then only the problem happens because the unit is so far away. So I will take care of it now. Maybe I should build smaller units for a change, because this is the Netter campaign and the sub is smaller than the Superbus, which the problem originally arose. I saw it there first. But these designs are really nice, of course, and I'm proud to destroy them. We in the Vulcan Inquisition and also Samson. So I conquered this tile and we moved up to the north to reach one of the resource zones of the white flayers to knock it out and hinder their reinforcements. But let's change to the next video. When the Nether has frozen out, there were big units and a lot of floating debris, so it maybe was too much for the memory. I don't know. I think I included the logs in the forum what I made to report the error. So I put the sub far away because I saw there a perforator and a desecrator, a smaller and a deadly huge version of the same fast-firing Gatling guns, which is why I'm attacking them with the sub, because the skipping stone effect of the bullets on the water. Yes, go down, Samson, please. Thank you. Little radar drones came out. Yes, somewhere deep down there, 2 little submarines are pinging the enemy. So I just had the thought I don't want to fight these enemies from too near. And of course, just for helping Samson, just do some manual targeting. And yes, there are a lot of shells in the air, so maybe that is the cause, because Samson has an unreasonable amount of guns and turrets, and even a cram cannon on a sub, which is actually useful in some cases. For example, if some floats out onto the dry land, then, or you can manually skip it to stick out the cram cannons just at the right moment from under the water. Yep, a big explosion somewhere. So the idea is to hide behind those sandbanks, and maybe the enemy AI in this bad weather won't see it just in the last wrong moment, and that is the little real sub under the huge protective turreted shell of Samson. You can drive this unit from here, and up on Samson has a weapon control panel. Yep, I'm trying to get faster, and it works to some extent. So go behind those sandbanks. Oh, a level, thank you. And now is the most interesting part of the battle, when you and even I cannot see anything. Maybe an idea for when the beta phase comes, that include a YouTuber version or an item with night vision or a flashlight or something like that item, because I already have a lot of item points, and maybe you should consider that as a good idea. After all these alphiness is going away and we have a perfectly balanced game with no glitches, as it should be. And this is a good game because the developers actually listen to us on the forums or on the Discord channel. I must say I like... Oh, go down, go down! Why are you sticking out of the water, Samson? No, bad Samson, go down. Okay, you can let loose a few cram shots maybe. Yep, it came up because of the sandbank star. So this is the situation when the cram cannon can be useful. Good, good, we are safe now, okay. I would like very much win this battle because of the huge gains if the enemy is destroyed, and if I can dream of capturing of the desecrator, yes. That is so much resources I can build a wife for Samson. Or so I thought before these continual freezings and blockinesses should get me to build smaller units till the game is like this. Don't complain, state, as logic dictates. So I'm trying. Oh, it goes right for the sandbanks. My strategy was good. I hope so. Yes, those are dunes to the right, if I see it good. And of course, rain underwater. It's a good state of the game. Everything could be changeable better than in a more finished state. So, are you filled? Yes, maybe. No, no, it still can go around the sandbanks. Let's see, did the maker set it up for minimum depth requirement or not? Put your bets, please. Now. Ooh, I fear those cannons. But it seems that maybe EMP got the main one already. Oh, my heart warms with pride for my little Samson. Who's the cute, huge submarine? You are. And so these are all the bullets and missiles I've told you about, so maybe these are the cause. I've already set my graphics to a much lower level, so maybe all the trails and things like that. Yep. Still far away, and these are the sandbanks. You must mount. I hypnotize you. Go on to the sandbanks, please. Reef yourself. Put your starboard to the starlight. Oh yes, the little mother goes right where all my bullets are going. You are either stupid or lucky, or brave maybe, or blind. No problem. These smaller cannons are death too. Of course, because I don't use maybe just a few shields. Good, good. Oh, I almost forgot that I have harpoons. Maybe I can help you, little boat. Let me scrub your belly. Oh. It couldn't go better if I planned for this, but I did. No, we will need only a few hours to disable those cannons. Or I could try to find the other AI I don't know about. So let's activate the time machine. And this is the proof of how much the armor got stronger. I'm doing this thing for ages. Twice I almost killed myself, and under this will be the AI, so from this direction, no, that killed me. Okay, I couldn't find the other AI, but I'm taking out its guns. I can shoot them off just like in that little place, and I could deactivate them, and then I could let closer Samson, and he should hack this ship without the shields I picked out from the inside already, and I should be on this ship, and when its AI dies, I should capture this. That is the plan, after I deactivate these cannons, of course. Okay, it's coming around. Samsung goes to the east and it got off the reef. But the guns are deactivated just fine. I hop onto the little monk. Yes, I should be on it when When Samson destroys it, Samson comes out from behind the reefs. Yes, yes, yes. I go down here not to be... No, I wasn't angry, and I get into the angry campaign, the adventure mode, and of course for the walk, it doesn't matter if we shoot ourselves, so maybe I need to just turn around a little bit my airship. But still, it's intentional. We have no firing constraints, of course, on this ship. And you can see the regeneration rate by the little regenerator cubes on board. So we use material for fun like this. That is the wooden coating too, because it has more armor because of the metal under it, and could be built back really quickly. So if this ship can shoot itself, this is its style, then what could I put on it which would be good for that idea? And lately I saw Latrix's videos. He has a current campaign on the Nether, very interesting. He builds not only nice but good things too, functional things, most of the time. And he is very much into the Warhammer 400 universe. And I just had an idea that how could you pimp a ship for Nurgle? So maybe I will add something on this ship which makes it more Nurgly. And yes, I need to take down every time the graphics, but that's not a really big problem. So let's see how to reach some nurglification. So it began as a sail which could provide for my avatar a nice place to look around attached to the ship, but it has came out differently later. So yes, this should be the thing I think are called boom. And just looking over which part is which, and yep, these are the winches. They are going to the end of them, end of the rods or booms, or I'm secretly not a sailor, you know. Yep, the L part comes in the middle, and it has a square shaped and the shape which I will build now. Yes. And now I just need to line these things up this way. Yep. And you can see the sail is coming out now, up. And this is a little sail, but what came out of it is these two little cute wings of a carrion bird or a big fly like that. So nurglification level 1 is reached, I think so, and this is now officially a baby nurgling nursery. Yep. And I thought that it has two little weak detection drones, and so maybe there could be something with more WAG in it. just like two other drones, a little bit bigger and better. And later a twin guard ship came, and this is the new WAG unit. I will try to find it a good name or names. I need to tweak its settings, of course. You saw its left arm, but it has some oomph. Not only a detector drone, but a more dangerous detector drone. Let's keep the distance. Because we can fire far away and my drones should do the fight. And oh, this is the blockiness bug. It don't shoot, totally inactive. Oh, now it came to being. Oh, I like the accuracy of the cram cannons. That must hurt. Come closer. Well. Yes, I'm shooting. Still alive? Not anymore, I think. Yes. A little more than 2.5 kilometers. And the cram cannon was really accurate, yes. So I need to tweak with you. So I fiddled around with it, and now I just have to duplicate the Joybringer. This little cute fat orc unit is called the Joybringer. It has inner thrusters on spin blocks, two arms, one with a cram cannon, the other is two cannons, and in the head there is a little cannon, of course, with detection. Good. And it switches off its dedicated heli blade when no enemy is nearby, because it gets collected into the mothership anyway. And okay, the last modifications are almost ready. I just said the name, and before that the angle of attack, broadside at angle, because there are two of them and always collided in the air while attacking the enemy. But I'm ready, and you can see at the side of the craft the two little insect wings flapping weakly. So I think I am satisfied with it, but has the blockiness problem and some freezing problems with it. The dev who I sent the report was August. So I need to build smaller. This is an important thing, because large vehicles, yes, they are behaving better, but on my rig and my rig only, it won't work as smooth as you viewers would like it, enjoy it, worth it. So This vehicle is developed in adventure mode, but I will need to build something smaller. So that's it. And yes, I can build smaller. So this is the Nurglification. Yes, it's Swedish. I'm trying now to go for the God of Disease from Warhammer 40,000. So I try to nurglify my vehicles. So this is a really small submarine. As you can see, it has propellers and ion drives. These are for lowering it into the water. And the same thing down there. You can note, if you would like to see, that O is up, L is down, and it's on the secondary controller. I don't know why. I'm too fast, but I hit my head on this. And of course up here is the exact reverse. And there are two control blocks inside here, of course. Oh, I'm too far away. Yes, like that. If we go deep down into this wooden box of preventing EMP damage, then we can see the control blocks here. And it's just like that. If the height above terrain greater than input, so greater than 100 meters from the bottom, then please make a control of the 12th letter of the ABC, which is L, which goes down as you saw before. And in the other controller has, if the height above terrain less than 80 meters, then the 15th letter of the ABC, O, kicks in, like this. So it controls automatically its height above the terrain, this way. Here is a little one-way turret, here, with its own local weapon controller. And first I put a laser combiner on it, because this thing aims the turret exactly at the enemy position, no leading like in the case of, just a moment, a missile controller, for example. It has a tractor beam, connector and detectors, because detectors on a turret can see outside of the vehicle, and it doesn't have a passive sonar that is on the main thing, which hold up by this dock. In here there are some RTGs, repair things to repair the turret it holds up there. Very cheaty, I like it. And just a lonely heartstone, in the case you want to use it in adventure mode or in various campaigns which require it. And of course it has a lot of propellers for propulsion and some big ion drives over there, and some more ion drives, because speed was a needed thing for it, even underwater. And these were needed because it doesn't sink fast enough. On the side there are simple PID system, that is the direction, as you can see by the arrow. and its right hand side roll, propeller and thruster. As you can see, the same with the things pointing downwards, and it's almost the same on the left hand side roll, thrusters and propellers, and it's almost the same. These are thruster reverse, all of them, down here too, as you can see, and on the nose they are simple thrusters. They are controlling the pitch, and these are controlling the pitch is this, and they are controlling in this direction the yaw, I think. I don't know how English people say this. Okay, and this was a later addition because underwater speed is a must for this unit. Okay, what else? Of course, these are sub-vehicle spawners, and I just need to increase the distance for this, just like that, and save the main unit as always. So this is really small. As you can see, this is the full material cost of all the things around it, but this is small. It's a small sub and hovercraft. Evaluation. What? I have infinite mass. Good for ramming, thank you. I think because the holder. So no recoil reduction is required on the main part. I try to go for here a rib cage maybe, and here I am missing one part. Glad to see. This is a simple pack bubble particle cannon. It's on easier this way. Oh no, no, please. So this is a block. Okay, light block. It has no matter. Everything can pass around and through it, except explosions. Okay. Aside of that, this is a really cheap particle cannon set to piercing. Why? I don't know. I would like it on EMP. Real little overclock, really accurate, and doesn't use so much energy. I'm trying to build smaller here, you know. So I just go off building. These are just small simple lasers set to maximum here. Yes, they can fire exactly 500 meters, half a kilometer away, and they massacre every little thing which dares to go near me. These things were unsuccessful, but they are still working, and to look funny is one of our goals in the Vulcan Inquisition. So they are supposed to be set, as you can probably will see from this. Okay, so they are set to go between those spikes, but they won't. And I don't know what I've set wrong, because manually I can move only between those spikes, the turret. So now they do like firing through this rib cage and rockets blinking everywhere, but they work. And these are spider legs. Or insect legs, sorry. I'm not really satisfied with, but it looks good when the lights light up when an enemy is near. So this was made from this ribcage idea, and this is my old submarine, the Shanda. It makes some appearances in previous videos, and I just assimilated its body to this upper holder. Inside here, but first, no. First, let's see the missiles. Mostly fins, fuel tank, propeller, and variable thruster. I recently learned that a torpedo propeller on a missile acts as a ejector. 1 or 2 plus ejectors. Yes, I like EMP and magnets, of course, I always do. So these are the missiles. They are trying to be missile interceptors. I don't know how good they work, but I have munition detection inside of that little turret, if you remember. These are maximum gauge cannons. It's my first experiment with ammo rackless loaders, and they are firing really often, so I must say this is a good idea. All the laser defense is set to 150 meters, and I set that right because sometimes, not always of course, because that's boring, but sometimes I'm a perfectionist and I very much like to put this unit on the workshop, and that of course must be perfect, so I can't wait to try this out in the Nether campaign. Good. Okay, these are 2 laser designators. They are set to my team's missiles, so a lot of ordnance they could lead to the target. Here is a little shield on a 2-way turret. Maximum size 20 elevation and only 4 strong, because my units usually don't have too much energy because of RTG power. Oh, like this. So maybe this is a little bigger, but not so big, only the volume, because I think of the rib cage. So this is a submarine. If you would like to see what can it do, look at my previous videos. And at last but not least, the big thorax. On the underside, it has a flat pane of ammo, because we need that, of course. And these heavy armor triangles are here for them. If they blow up, these triangles will have the full armor addition from blocks behind it. So I think, and I discovered that which is that button? So I discovered they couldn't blow up through this. Okay, here are the batteries, a lot of batteries, and a lot of RTGs, of course. I experimented here with the single input laser cavity. It can hold a lot more than a usual laser cavity. As you can see, 200 storage capacity, 800, and this has 10 times of the amount with triple laser pumps, and it's works not so bad, I must say. And I need to learn the names of this coupler and Q switch. Okay, so on my couplers there are no Q switches, and this is not right there. Where is the middle of the back? Here. Good. I think a unit never could be finished. Never. Okay. It has some space, but not so much. And the laser is... I think it's on this side. Maybe... Yes. So it has good AP and good damage at first, and sometimes it can keep it up. Sometimes not. But if a unit is perfect, I think it's boring. So I have only one shell here. How? Okay, this is another electric engine, because the power wasn't enough. Yes, repair thing is too. A bigger hardstone. Let's see what are you? What is it? Okay, it's a shape charge. Inertial fuse supercavitation. One. Where is the other one? Okay. We will find it, I think so. Okay, the next level. And it's the sub already. It's really the same. But I don't know where is... Because one of the cannons, the left and right big cannon, supposed to be firing different shells, or not? Just a little bit searching, and we will see. Okay, I worked it out. So this shell was already in the submarine on this cannon. This is a much smaller cannon, and down here, if I haven't lost it already, we should have two brightly colored ones. So this is one of the big cannons, time fuse with flak and supercavitation, and this is a sabot smoke supercavitation one. Because why should we use types of shells which everyone considers the best? Or do I? Okay, these were in previous videos. I just fiddled around with their... I will show you. With their... Here, yes, here they are. So, these two control blocks, by their range, control this tractor beam and this one. And when there are no enemies around or they far away, please collect the drones. If there are enemies around, Please send out the drones, but after a delay of 6 seconds. Why? Because this little ones out here has another control block which says if you are under 90% of your health, dock with the mothership without delay. So wounded ones go back to the mothership, while healthy ones go out for the enemy. And the 90% is good because it will get damaged more. If the damage on this is 10% already. So it's safer to collect. This one is a little spaceship with strategic radar and all, and we really quick and shoots these missiles down and provide, of course, detection data. And it just fly around really high and puts down some missiles. Okay, so let's do combat testing. I'm not on the weapons and I'm not attached to my unit, which I already lost. How deep you are? Let's see. Oh, needing 300 deep. Oh, it will be so safe for me. So, Jacob's Delight, please. Off and your leg. As you can see, oh, you are below the half-kilometer range, and those are the simple lasers, as you can see. Should I look on the underside, maybe? So I think that was just one volley of the lasers. Simple weapons became really brutal. Try them. Yes, radar sonar boy, I think. Oh, and those missiles under the ribcage. I think they will surface around now. No? Those are the best, and still nobody uses them. Oh yes, there they are. Completely missing because they are stupid. But harpoons with submarines, they are a really good mix. The best thing after... what are those things called? I will tell you when I remember. Oh, gravitation rounds. So as you can see, simply the super cavitation cannons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think it has 5 cannons, are enough. And it's covered in smoke, so if it has lasers, they won't be so strong. And I don't need to place smoke projectors everywhere. But it's strange because my little drones aren't here. Okay, they will come back now. And as you can see, this whole thing is always turned towards the enemy. All the time. I will show. Just like this. So, frontal broadside, as one of the guys on the forum mentioned. It's good. So I'm really satisfied, and I will be more satisfied when these things won't miss so much. I will have to look into them, but it's already dead. Only the limited designer. So in the limited designer, if units lose their AI, they won't blow apart, but still keep going. And you can, of course, capture them. Yes. Oh no. No. Oh, I was in the artificial gravity field of my unit. So where are you, my beauty? There you are. So far away. And I'm so lazy. So this is the control and this is the weapons, of course. So please go over here just for a moment. If you have spare time, but I can't give order.
Moving.
But order is always needed.
Moving.
Of course, it can be hand controlled. As you saw, O and L induce it for a little jump. Not so much. But you can still peek out your nose from underwater. In the Nether campaign here, the sea is so deep. I'm pressing O now, but no effect. This is too deep for it. And, of course, I must jump out and then go up. Yeah. So, where were we? I even played something like adventure mode in here. This was a good idea. And it should be in our colors shortly. Receive my nanosites. Yes! So, how it looks like. You could be more beautiful, but still. And now I have resource. Okay. So I think that was this video for now. I hope you enjoyed it, and please thumb me if you have some opinions and ask me if you have questions. And these are those bad missiles. They actually work, I promise. So, bye bye.